Three things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. To be idle is a short road to death, and to be diligent is a way of life. Foolish people are idle, wise people are diligent. You only lose what you cling to. The mind is everything. What you think you become. Thousands of candles can be lighted from a single candle, and the life of the single candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. No one saves us but ourselves. No one can and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path. The only real failure in life is not to be true to the best one knows. Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. We are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think. It is better to travel well than to arrive. The trouble is, you think you have time. You can search throughout the entire universe for someone who is more deserving of your love and affection than you are yourself, and that person is not to be found anywhere. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Every morning we are born again. What we do today matters most. All that we are is the result of what we have thought. The mind is everything. What we think, we become. In the end, these things matter most. How well did you love? How fully did you live? How deeply did you let go? The only way to do great work is to love what you do. There is nothing more dreadful than the habit of doubt. Doubt separates people. It is a poison that disintegrates friendships and breaks up pleasant relations. It is a thorn that irritates and hurts. It is a sword that kills. A jug fills drop by drop. When you realize how perfect everything is, you will tilt your head back and laugh at the sky. The past is already gone. The future is not yet here. There's only one moment for you to live. Health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, faithfulness the best relationship. Peace comes from within, do not seek it without. Let us rise up and be thankful, for if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little, and if we didn't learn a little, at least we didn't get sick, and if we got sick, at least we didn't die. So, let us all be thankful. Your worst enemy cannot harm you as much as your own unguarded thoughts. Do not overrate what you have received, nor envy others. He who envies others does not obtain peace of mind. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Just as a snake sheds its skin, we must shed our past over and over again. No matter how hard the past, you can always begin again. Happiness does not depend on what you have or who you are, it solely relies on what you think. To keep the body in good health is a duty, otherwise we shall not be able to keep our mind strong and clear. The only way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. There is no path to happiness. Happiness is the path. Your work is to discover your world, and then with all your heart give yourself to it. The root of suffering is attachment. Believe nothing, no matter where you read it or who has said it, not even if I have said it, unless it agrees with your own reason and your own common sense. If you are quiet enough, you will hear the flow of the universe. You will feel its rhythm. Go with this flow. Happiness lies ahead. Meditation is key. In separateness lies the world's great misery. In compassion lies the world's true strength. An idea that is developed and put into action is more important than an idea that exists only as an idea. Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule. The tongue, like a sharp knife, kills without drawing blood. There are only two mistakes one can make along the road to truth: not going all the way, and not starting. Even death is not to be feared by one who has lived wisely. You can't force anyone to love you or lend you money. Whatever words we utter should be chosen with care, for people will hear them and be influenced by them for good or ill. Everything is changeable, everything appears and disappears. There is no blissful peace until one passes beyond the agony of life and death. Do not look for a sanctuary in anyone except yourself. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts, we make the world. If you light a lamp for somebody, it will also brighten your path. There is no fire like passion, there is no shark like hatred, there is no snare like folly, there is no torrent like greed. If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. One moment can change a day, one day can change a life, and one life can change the world. We are shaped by our thoughts, we become what we think. When the mind is pure, joy follows like a shadow that never leaves. The greatest prayer is patience. All wrongdoing arises because of mind. If mind is transformed, can wrongdoing remain? In the end, only three things matter: how much you loved, how gently you lived, and how gracefully you let go of things not meant for you. Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment. Everything that has a beginning has an ending. Make your peace with that and all will be well. In the sky, there is no distinction of east and west. People create distinctions out of their own minds, and then believe them to be true. You will not be punished for your anger, you will be punished by your anger. If we could see the miracle of a single flower clearly, our whole life would change. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking, don't settle. A dog is not considered a good dog because he is a good barker. A man is not considered a good man because he is a good talker. Letting go gives us freedom, and freedom is the only condition for happiness. If, in our heart, we still cling to anything, anger, anxiety, or possessions, we cannot be free.